Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you my experience owning a Tesla for the last 5 years, and I'm going to try to explain it as well as I can to show exactly how my journey has been with a brand new Tesla, from ordering it and from owning it 5 years, and I still have the car. So I'm going to give you guys as honest my honest experience as I can, because it's been both positive and negative. So I'm going to try to explain both of the aspects from both sides and give you guys as clear journey as I can. So let's start with question number 1. Why did I buy Tesla in the first place? So I bought my car in 2015. By end of 2015, I ordered my car in 2015 December, and I got it delivered in 2016 January. So it's a 2016 car. So I'm gonna put up the spec sheet somewhere on the screen where you can look at exactly which kind of specification which I chose in the car. I did fully spec it out with all the specification as I could. I didn't go for the ludicrous mode because I think it wasn't worth it. They were asking around £7,000 for just a few seconds faster 0 to 60 time, which didn't make sense for me personally. So, and the total price I paid for my car was 1,050,000 crowns. You can do your conversion. I'm not too sure exactly how to convert it from, if I should use the currency exchange rate now or when it was a couple of years ago. But if I do it now, I think it's around £80,000, give or take. So, and it's pretty expensive comparing to many of the cars. You can get a brand new Mercedes, brand new BMW, Audi, like all of the cars as well. So it was a pretty expensive car. If you've seen my last video, you can see that how much tax you don't have to pay if you purchase an electric car. So just imagine if they did include all the taxes, the car will be double as much as what I paid for, which is a lot. So let's look at my experience now. I've owned the car for the last 5 years, and personally I had more positive experience than negative experience. I use the car a lot. I've driven almost 120,000 kilometers on the car, and which is more than most I think Tesla owners, because I drove the car almost like 100 or 200 kilometers daily when I was in Oslo, of course. And I think I got pretty good results when it comes to how much I did invest in it. I did pay most of the payment in cash, so I didn't have much mortgage, which meant I didn't have any kind of recurring cost regards to paying the interest down. So that's one thing. I think most people will purchase it with mortgage, get a mortgage, then they will most likely take some time to pay it off, which I didn't do. Let's look at my experience. First thing, we'll start with positives. I think if I'm honest, I think the biggest positive is the cost. So you get rid of the most recurring cost or running costs of a regular car. You have the fuel, which is a big cost, because I used to refill my car every Sunday, because that then was the cheapest fuel prices on Sundays in Norway. I don't know why, but for some reason. So, but I used to pay quite a lot on fuel. And the other thing is toll. I used to pay a lot of toll because we moved a few kilometers away from the city center, so we had to pay every time we drove into the city center, which was a lot as well. And I think then there's cost of actually owning a newer car than an older car. You have in older car there's much more some problem can occur throughout this lifestyle, because the thing is, older car needs more repair, then need to go to a workshop more than a new car. And also this car also had 5-year guarantee, which you get from Tesla, which was amazing, because this car did have some problems. I'll come back to that later when it comes to negatives. The second, environmental friendly. The car is environmental friendly, which means you have a better feeling driving. You don't feel like you're doing something wrong. I'm sure not many people do that, but I had that subconsciously thought in my head that, oh, I think I should drive less because I'm polluting the environment. So I did think about that. I don't think many people will do. Number 3, 4-wheel drive. I think most people won't understand that because they don't live in Norway. Because I think in Norway, the climate is pretty cold, as many people know. So it does snow a lot. So having 4-wheel drive is huge. So it was 4-wheel drive, and that means that I didn't get any problem. I didn't have any problem throughout my 5 years driving on snow or ice, for that matter. I didn't have any problem, and which was amazing. I saw many cars getting stuck in the snow, and I could just drive past them without any problems. Not that I did. I think I did help them a few times, but the problem is you can't tow anything with this car. It wasn't allowed, especially with Model S. You can't do that. Now to the fourth. I think just having a new car is a pretty good positive. I think most people would enjoy to have a new car. So you have the option between having an old car and a new car. I think that was a big positive. I enjoyed my whole 5 years driving a beautiful car. And also I think I really enjoyed speccing it out. I enjoyed wrapping it. I bought it black. You can see it up there. And then I wrapped it the same day I actually picked up the car. I wrapped the car, and I think it looked amazing. It looked mean. I think Tesla looks amazing. I think now going over to the negatives. Negative number 1 is the build quality. I think everybody knows that a new car into any market will have some flaws. The same goes with Teslas. Tesla came into the market with the early Model S's, which had so much problems that the workshop couldn't keep up. And I think I bought it a bit later than that, so the model was a bit better. They did use better quality, but not still. I don't think it's comparable to compare the quality of a Mercedes to a Tesla. Tesla quality is not great. You feel like it's more plastic, isn't as durable, and I did have a lot of problem with that. The problem with steering, I felt like something was loose. So I had to go back to the workshop and get it fixed, and it took like a couple of days. So those are things which I think most Tesla owners, I'm sure, can recognize. Number 2, the charging anxiety. I'm sure everybody was like, oh, he will talk about the charging anxiety some point in the video. Yes, there are, I think in my case, because I mostly drive in the city center and I charge my car at home and it's fully charged every morning, I don't have that problem. But there have been some cases when I've tried to drive further in the country where I had to really stretch it out to find a charger. Even though chargers are free and highly available, you still can get in a situation where you are stuck in the traffic and you feel like, oh, will I make it or not? It does happen, but rarely for me, especially in Norway where chargers are widely available. Moving on to number 3. I think like I mentioned before, the car did have some problem because, as many cars, like I said, new cars enter the market, they have some problem, they need to fix it. it's normal. It's normal with every car, every new model coming out. But the problem, the biggest problem, is that Tesla as a company wasn't ready for that. So that means that you had long waiting hours for days, months, because just a few weeks ago I went to the Tesla garage, and I asked them, okay, I need to check the brakes. And they said, oh, the waiting times is 2 months. I'm like, I need to check the brakes. You can just go and check it. They said, no, we have fully booked, which means there's so many problems still with the cars that they don't have the capacity to fix it, which is a huge problem. I think that's the biggest drawback, which I felt that they really need to fix it. Like I think I mentioned both positive and negatives. I'm sure I missed a lot as well. But I think overall my experience with the car was positive. I enjoyed owning it. I enjoyed driving it, even though there were some drawbacks in regards to having some problems, some mechanical problems, some things falling off. It does happen actually recently. But still, I think as an owner, I still recommend anybody, if they're purchasing a new car, I'll recommend them buying a Tesla, just because of how the full package is. You get the price is pretty good in Norway, and the cost of driving it is so much less than the other cars. It's like I said, I'll show you the diagram or the list I made of all the cost which you have to pay for driving a diesel car compared to Tesla, and the difference is huge. The difference between electric and diesel is huge, especially in Norway, where fuel prices are so much, and also if you drive a lot. Now coming up to the last question, would I recommend or would I buy a new Tesla if I had the option now? I think now there's a no-brainer that you will purchase a Tesla if you want an electric car, because now the Tesla brand has grown, the quality is getting better. Now I think Tesla is the market leader and will be the market leader in the upcoming, I think, 5 to 10 years. I think they might get a lot of competition from other brands, but still, I think if you're going to buy a new car, I'll recommend Tesla. Thank you guys. I think hopefully I gave you enough information about my experience, and if you have any question in regards to my experience, what I'm thinking of doing in the future, if I'm thinking of selling the car, if I'm thinking of buying a new car, and if there's any car in Tesla lineup which I would recommend, because I'm a Model S owner, so maybe other cars. So please let me know, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.